Hi, are you feeling any better today?
A bit better, thanks. I've got over my shock at the government giving more money to the banks.
That's good. Last time you told me that the government needs to borrow money from the banks to give more money to the banks.
Yes. But there are other reasons they want to give more money to the banks.
What reasons?
The main reason is to stop the money supply from contracting.
What does that mean?
It means the amount of money or credit in the economy has decreased.
Why is that important?
Because if there is not enough money or credit in the economy, then people and business don't have enough to spend, and there is a recession.
And is there not enough money in the economy?
No.
But a couple of years ago there was a lot of money circulating. So where did the money go?
That's complicated. But the simple answer is that it disappeared.
How could the money have disappeared?
Because the banks made bad loans, and when these loans cannot be repaid, the banks are left with less money on their balance sheets.
But why does that mean there is less money in the economy?
Because of the way the money system works.
What does that mean?
Please have some patience and let me try to explain. Almost all the money in the economy is created by banks making loans. When a bank makes a loan, it creates new money out of nowhere, and the amount of money in the economy increases. When the loan is paid off, the money the bank created disappears, so the money supply decreases. So the amount of money in the economy is entirely dependent on the amount of loans that the banks are making. When the banks stop lending, or people stop borrowing, then there is a shortage of money, and therefore a recession.
Let me get this straight. You are saying that the economy is totally dependent on the amount of loans that banks are making, and that the banks create money out of nowhere when they make a loan. But how can they create money out of nowhere?
Because that's the way the system works. The government allows them to do this. And the government also allows the banks to charge interest on the money they loan that they don't have in the first place. It's just the rules of the financial system.
But that is ridiculous. Why does the government allow the banks to do this?
I don't know. Ask the government.
So what does the government do when there is a shortage of money in the economy? Can it not just create money itself?
No. At least not usually. A sovereign government, which has its own currency, can do this, but the economists don't like it. They say it causes inflation. But the Irish government cannot do this anyway, because it is part of the Eurozone. In the Eurozone, only the European Central Bank is allowed to do this. The only way the Irish government can try to increase the money supply is by giving more money to the banks, and then hoping that the banks make loans. But the banks are not interested in increasing the money supply. They are concerned with making money for themselves. So the banks will do whatever seems to be best for them to make more money, no matter what the government wants.
This could not be true.
It is true.
I am getting a headache. If what you are telling me is true, then we are totally at the mercy of the banks. We need to borrow money from the banks to give more money to the banks, in the hope that the banks will loan money to people and business to get out of this recession?
Yes.
But if this is true, why don't we just change the system? If people knew how this system worked, then they would demand that it be changed.
But virtually nobody knows how the system works.
And how come nobody knows how the system works?
I don't know. Ask the government. Ask the economists. Ask the press.
I think I need to lie down for a little while.